shoulders are lit from those first two exercises. And this movement right here, again, is really difficult for me. It takes a lot of concentration, a lot of, nervous system activation, coordination. I gotta think about compressing. I gotta think about protracting.
None of y'all stopping me, don't need the axe. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing lines, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3.
He's telling me how many reps I gotta do. Okay. Okay. What is going on, YouTube? You are back with the Prez, back on Hollywood Beach. Today I'm gonna be bringing you a full body weight only push workout, all calisthenics. I got my mom with me again. She's gonna be doing a little hybrid style calisthenics and weights, just because obviously I'm gonna be doing handstands, more advanced calisthenic skills, and that's not the type of training that she does or needs to do. So if you're a senior citizen or you're elderly population or just a beginner in general, follow my mom's push routine, right? You're still gonna build a ton of strength and functionality following her routine. You wanna focus on more calisthenics, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, more advanced, you can follow my routine and just scale it down. I'm gonna start the routine off today with some handstand push-ups. We're gonna be starting in the bent arm position. So really working handstand push strength here. Back to the wall for the first set. Let's get it. So for the first few sets, all I'm gonna do as my main strength, vertical pressing type of handstand push-ups, I'm just gonna be doing those 3 pause repetitions where I kick up first to that bent arm hold there, lock out, drop back down to a bent arm hold the bent arm position where the muscle's under the most tension, and then lock out. So 3 to 5 sets of this for the first routine. Let's go. All right, so my mom is starting the routine with these kettlebell single arm overhead presses. So if you're not doing handstands, if you're training more hybrid, you're a beginner and you're just trying to build general pushing strength, grab yourself a kettlebell or a dumbbell and you can work these single arm standing overhead presses, right? It's gonna work on your shoulder mobility. It's gonna force that full overhead extension. And again, it's gonna build unilateral pushing strength, which you're gonna have equal pushing strength when it comes to handstands, guys. So she's doing 4 sets of 6 with a 15-pound kettlebell here, strict form, stomach sucked in, glutes engaged, every rep. Clean form, ma, good shit. And in between each of her pushing sets, she's gonna be hanging in a dead hang. Remember, overhead pressing and pulling, they're pretty much the same movement pattern, just opposite forces. One's a push, one's a pull. She hit all pull yesterday, so now we're gonna stretch the lats out, really open those shoulders, keep the shoulders in a good, healthy posture with these dead hangs. Good. Second set. Like I said, 3 to 5 sets of this, 3 to 5 reps. Really gonna focus on building that body weight overhead strength pressing, specifically focusing on the pause in that bottom position. That's where the exercise is gonna be the hardest. That's where the most tension is gonna be on the muscle. And that's where you're gonna need to really focusing on that body control, right? So if you're doing those freestanding, that bent arm position, everything has to be engaged. As opposed to when you're locked out, you could be a little more laxed, a little more banana back, right? So, like I said, 2 sets in, 3 to 5 of these. Let's go. All right, guys, set 3. Another 3 reps, shoulders are already feeling these presses. Those pauses really increase the intensity, really bring that time under tension and help you with that mind-muscle connection with this body weight strength. Let's go. All right, guys, that's 3 sets. I'm gonna wrap that routine up, move on to the next exercise. I can feel the shoulders are starting to get fatigued, and I don't wanna fatigue too much because I have a lot more pushing work to get in right now, and everything else that we're gonna target is gonna target the shoulders in general and the chest. So stay tuned for the rest of the routine. Let's get it. All right, guys, 3 sets, handstand pause reps, done. That's a vertical overhead pressing movement. Remember, when it comes to pushing and pulling for a complete routine, you gotta include vertical pressing and vertical pulling, as well as horizontal pressing and pulling. So now we're gonna get into a horizontal pressing exercise specifically for planche. As you know, that's been one of my main goals lately. Gonna be doing tuck planche, push-ups, assisted, hands, no P-bars today. Again, I got 2 bands, yellow and green. That's a medium and a light. So we're gonna be aiming for 3 sets of around 8 to 12 reps. Hope to get with this. And to be honest, these tuck planche pushes, for me, I feel like they're harder than actually getting into an assisted full planche hold with the band. I feel like I'm going to get a full planche hold before I can rep these out body weight for reps, but we shall see. Still putting in the work. A tough 10. Doing them on the hands is a little different than doing them on the P-bars, right? It's a lot more wrist extension involved, which if you don't have good wrist mobility, it's gonna be a lot harder, right? And both variations are gonna greatly target that front delta and upper chest, but this floor variation, again, it's similar to doing with low P-bars, right? Because it forces more compression, so you gotta really keep that core active. 2 to 3 more sets. I hit 10 the first set. I'll be happy if I catch all 3 sets of 10. If I do it easy, we'll go for a 4th set. My mom's gonna be moving to, she's doing a full body hybrid style routine today. So now she's moving to another kettlebell exercise for her back, single arm rowing. Let's go. So the next exercise my mom did in the full body hybrid style routine, she was doing these single arm bent over kettlebell rows. It's only 15 pounds, so I had to go high rep here. 15 reps each arm,
She's
short
going
break
15
period
reps
between each set.
Each arm, the weight's not too heavy, so she wants to get that time under tension, nice slow reps, working on that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy and that metabolic stress, really building up a lot of lactic acid and metabolites.
All right, after watching the review of the first set, my hips are still too high, right? I gotta keep the hips lower and get better scapular protraction at the top of each rep, right? Remember, this planche is a learning process, it's a skill move. It takes people usually years to match this. I've only been working on it maybe 6 weeks right now, right? And I've honestly been making pretty damn good progress with it. So, set 2, I'm gonna try to keep the hips a little lower and get better protraction each rep. No idea how that set turned out. All I can tell you, you get the shoulders and the whole upper chest area gets a crazy pump, crazy stimulus from that exercise. So it's not perfect. There's a lot more room for progress in this exercise. So 2 sets in, see how we feel after the 3rd set. Let's go. 3rd set.
That was 10.
All right, that was the 3rd set. All I'm gonna do is 3 sets of that again. Shoulders are lit from those first 2 exercises. And this movement right here, again, is really difficult for me. So it takes a lot of concentration, a lot of nervous system activation, coordination. I gotta think about compressing. I gotta think about protracting. There's a big learning curve on this planche skill, but that's the benefit of really working towards it, and you can see your progress. This is the first time I'm doing them also without P-bars, so a totally different stimulus as well. All push routine today, guys. More to come. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna do one more set of tuck planche push-ups, but I'm not gonna do push-ups. I'm just gonna do an isometric tuck planche hold, band assisted. I'm gonna remove the green band, drop just into the yellow band, and try to get a max time, clean hold with full protraction. Again, a lot on the wrists, a lot of core compression, a lot of shoulder stress. We'll move on to now a little bit more of a chest-specific push exercise. Let's go.
All right, so the next move for the full body kettlebell routine, we're doing kettlebell tempo squats. 2 to 3 second eccentric, nice deep repetition, coming up in a 1 second concentric. 12 to 15 reps here, really working on that time under tension. Short breaks, 60 to 90 second max, really working on, again, that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, really trying to create that pump right here. 3 sets for my mom. I'm gonna be moving on to my next push movement.
All right, tuck planche, pushes done, tuck planche hold done. Now we're gonna move into some, like I said, more chest focused push work. We're gonna go with 3 sets, straight bar dip, so we're gonna muscle up into the straight bar dip. If you can't muscle up, you can find a lower bar and jump up onto it. Shaky bars here. I'm gonna keep it again, 3 sets of 15 here, 90-second break. Let's go, second set. So for these straight bar dips, I only decided to film the first 2 sets. I did the 3rd set. Remember, if I don't do the set and I said I'm gonna do the set, I only cheat myself. So I got those reps in. One more exercise after this, stay tuned.
Last exercise of the day, me and my mom are both hitting the same movement. We're gonna be doing ring pushes. I just have hers on a slightly higher level than mine. Perfect form, let's go. Control, bring them all the way in. 4, good, let's go. 5, get 8. 6, there you go. 7, one more. 8, excellent.
All right, so last exercise of the day for myself also, ring pushes. That's gonna wrap up the entire push workout. I'm only gonna film my first set here. I don't wanna make the video too long and repetitive, but 3 sets here, aiming for just about max reps. The first 2 sets, I'll keep 1 rep in the tank, not going to extreme failure. On the 3rd set, we'll go to full failure here. Again, hoping to fall. Well, I'm gonna make sure I fall in that 10 to 20 rep range on these rings, and that's the good thing about training on the rings, right? They're gonna make every bodyweight exercise harder. They're gonna allow you to get deeper range of motion, harder range of motion, to make you hit failure a lot easier than having to do clips of 50 rep bodyweight pushes, right? So 3 sets, 10 to 20 reps here. Again, 3rd set taking a failure, only filming this first set here. Let's get it. All right, guys, you see the form. Full range down, slow eccentric, really working on that stretch, and each repetition coming up full concentric, locking out, bringing the humeruses across the body for that full peak contraction of the chest. That's the benefit of training with the rings, right? They allow the freedom of the arms. They allow you to get that full contraction at the top of each rep. That's what's gonna help you build the most muscle, really work on that mind-muscle connection, and get yourself in tune with moving your body through space as opposed to just moving your limbs and waist through space. The last exercise of the day, 2 more sets. I'm not gonna film them. And that's a wrap for the push workout. You guys saw my mom did a full body hybrid style, mixing calisthenics and kettlebells. So if you got kettlebells and that's more of your style, you could do that routine out, use a heavier kettlebell, and that can be done by anybody, beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Same thing, scale my routine down. If it's too hard for you, you just work at your level. I appreciate all the support, guys. Like the video, helps the algorithm out. Share with your friends and your family. If you're not subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button. Let's keep this channel growing. Like always, guys, you have a question or comment, leave in the comment section. Peace out. BARNATURALS.
They all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close.